So I dodged a possum while driving home tonight at 69 miles per hour. I didn't even have my brights on. I was on a country road, kind of ish, and I saw him in like the very last second. I'm like, okay, I'm going to the other lane. Why did I mention this story in Ecto, if you will? I don't know, but what we do know is that Ursaluna has been banned from UU. That's a weird segue, but I usually I don't cover the lower tiers votes, but I did try to get the used reqs, so I feel like it'd be wrong if I didn't talk about the result of it. So yeah, Ursaluna got banned from SVU. At the time of making this video, or when this comment was made, actually, it was very overwhelmingly banned. And actually, I've done the math since at the time of recording this, at least, the vote right now is 32-5, which is about 86% pro vote ban. And that's really odd because in UU, it's a simple majority vote to get something banned. So this was an overwhelming vote to get something banned. A notable person in the community who you guys might be interested in, AIM actually voted to keep it in UU, which I thought was interesting. And I know AIM and I have our differences, and I know I kind of flame him sometimes. But I actually agree with him on this one. Keep it UU. Now, I'm going to talk later about my luck with UU and trying to get these reqs, but for now, I'm just going to say I agree with AIM. And now let's talk about why Ursaluna got banned. So, Ursaluna, most people know it for this set, right? With Flame, it has the Flame Orb to get Guts Boost activated, and then you Swords Dance. You fire off 140 base power stab facades, which is just insane damage. You have Headlong Rush, or if you don't want to deal with the defense drops, you can run Earthquake instead. And then you have Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Drain Punch for some kind of coverage. Right now, Ice Punch is probably the best because Ice Punch counters Sinistra, which is good, where Fire Punch doesn't. But it's really up to you what you want to run in this third coverage move slot. At max speed, it actually is running. It has the exact same speed as Adamant King Gambit. So, it's funny, in UU, a lot of Pokemon run 200 speed, just like in OU, a lot of Pokemon run 200 speed, just outspeed a King Gambit. And here, UU, you run 200 speed to outrun Ursaluna. Well, not anymore, but that's how it was. There was, however, different sets going around. There was a bulk up set, which basically you actually had leftovers to give more recovery, and you just hope that your opponent was dumb enough to click Will-O-Wisp on you, basically. And then you just fired off 100 power Earthquakes off your 140 base attack stat. You fire off Body Slams, which also have a chance to paralyze, which is really cool. And then you run a coverage move in the third slot. Drain Punch is probably better, but it's really up to you. This was the set I ran, the Ursaluna set I ran. Basically like the bulk up set, except I wasn't even using normal stab. I was using Drain Punch for recovery and then Ice Punch for Sinistra, because Sinistra really is just a big problem in the UU tier in my opinion. So what are my thoughts? What are my thoughts on this? Well, I want to talk about my thoughts on UU overall in general. I am very surprised that the vote was this overwhelming. I'm very surprised because I didn't think Ursaluna was that problematic. Now, folks, I did try and get my suspect reqs. I did. I ran 2 accounts. I'm on the second one right now. I had a Scowl Shop account and I had an Otter account, and neither of them worked. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get the reqs because after about 150 elo into UU, it becomes very try hard, very sweaty, which is, it's fine, it's fine for a tier to be sweaty and competitive. That's how it should be. But yeah, I really did try to get these reqs and I just couldn't. I want to get that out there so that way you guys know that I might be more of a talking head here, even though I did try, but I wasn't good enough to do it. But I just wanted to be totally transparent with y'all here that I did try. I just wasn't good enough to do it. So, personally, I don't think that Ursaluna is ban worthy. As bulky as it is, you have to commit a Terra to it most of the time to allow yourself to set up. It's very slow, and Trick Room is not a super duper popular mode in the UU tier anyway. but it's so slow, and there's so many Pokemon that can just come in, outspeed it, kill it, because that is Ursaluna's Achilles heel. It doesn't even have Vacuum Wave, but I don't think it has Quick Attack. It doesn't have Quick Attack. It doesn't have any form of priority. So that is its Achilles heel, that you can easily come in and outspeed it. Now, what I think is more of a problem actually is the two Specs water attackers, which would be Mr. Greninja and Mr. Keldeo. I mean, these guys are so strong. Greninja especially. So you have Protean, and you can hand select your coverage. You can run Ice Beam, or if you want to get really risky, you can run Blizzard. You can run Hydro Pump if you're feeling risky, or if you're feeling less risky, you have Surf. You have priority moves in both Water Shuriken, or if you're really weird, you have Shadow Sneak, I guess. You have Sludge Wave and Gunk Shot. Wait, not Funk Shot, Gunk Shot. You have Dark Pulse, of course, which is one of the greatest dark moves of all. Of course, knockoffs a little better, but I've seen some Greninjas run Extrasensory, which is kind of weird. You can definitely run Grass on this thing. That's not even out of the question. And you also have Spikes and the pivoting power of U-Turn. You also can taunt your opponent. I mean, Greninja really just has it all, man. It really does. It's such a good Pokemon. And off a 103 special attack might not seem like a lot, but when you add Choice Specs to the equation and the fact that you get a stab boost on every coverage move you possibly could want, yeah, it's pretty strong. The other one is Keldeo, of course. Now, Keldeo is a little interesting because it can run Specs, but it can also run Calm Mind, so it can boost itself if it really wants to. Keldeo also has a myriad of good moves. It has Hydro Pump and Surf, just like Greninja. It has Secret Sword if you want to use a special move to hit the physical side of Pokemon, which is really good. You also have Aura Sphere if you'd rather keep hitting the special defense side. You also have Vacuum Wave, so even though your speed is a little lackluster, which 108 is not lackluster in my opinion, but it's definitely not blitzing fast, you have Vacuum Wave, which you can use on Calm Mind sets, and then you also have priority with Keldeo. You also have decent coverage moves, definitely not anything near Greninja level, but you do have Air Slash. Actually, wow, that really is it. You really just have Air Slash. You're not going to run Icy Wind. You're stupid if you run Icy Wind on this, but I also wouldn't put it past people. You can also run Focus Sash if you're feeling greedy. But personally, I think these two are a bigger problem. I mean, they really do just come in and get a kill every time they come in. Greninja is obviously very strong, and Greninja's blitzing fast for the UU metagame, especially. Keldeo's somewhat fast with a much higher special attack and with more set variety, which makes it scarier to defend against. So personally, I think they got the wrong guy. But also 32-5. I could be wrong. I could be standing on an island wrong, and you know what? That's okay. But I cannot believe it was that lopsided for a yes ban, because I thought it was good. I didn't think it was that good, which is kind of insane to me. But let me know your guys' thoughts. Leave them down in the comments below. And do you guys dodge possums at 69 miles per hour? Do we think Ursaluna was actually the guy that needed banned? Will we see more suspect tests very soon here with Greninja and Keldeo? Let me know your guys' thoughts, and appreciate y'all. Thank you all very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day or night. Peace.